after working with FMCG for the longest time, you shifted to Amazon, right? And a director of marketing at Amazon or somebody is looking after processes at Amazon, how did you find it different working in a tech-first company, big tech company, then all these years when you were working with such big giants in the FMCG world, and if somebody is making that choice of getting into an Amazon or a Google, what should be they keeping in mind with respect to what they are going to do in a company like that?
Yes. So, the role of marketing in a tech company and a consumer products company are as different as chalk and cheese. In a consumer products company, the marketer runs the P&L, right? Why? Because the consumer experience is enmeshed in product. At the end of the day, most products are same, right? The technology of a face cream with vitamin C serum, whether it's Unilever, Mamaearth or Minimalist, is mota moti the same. You change fragrance, you change texture, you change packaging, but the tech is the same, right? So therefore, the layer of brand becomes very important. And that's what people buy. And there are experiments done. The Coke Pepsi experiment you must be knowing. You remove the brand and you just put the cola, Pepsi, cola, Coke, consumers prefer Pepsi. But the minute you put the brand, they prefer Coke. That's the power of the brand, right? Now, therefore, the marketer there controls the P&L and all major decisions because consumer is king. Even in tech, consumer is king, right? And Amazon lives it, like even more than FMCG, outstanding values on consumer. But the tech product is so complex because it's code, right? And there is an army of software engineers who are maintaining the product. So the product manager who works with the software engineers, he doesn't control, nobody controls the P&L in a tech company. It's so complex, right? So the product manager takes a decision on how will the product get tweaked. So if you're launching in India, where should we put the icon that you can change your language? Should the icons be real people? Should they be sketches? What should be above the fold? What should be below the fold? So all of this UI UX is done by the product manager along with the category marketing team, whose target is to sell more fashion, sell more grocery. So they fight about where on the homepage will grocery show, where on the homepage will my discount show. The pure marketer in tech companies becomes a person who is driving traffic. It's essentially a communications role. The product is fixed, you can't change it. The homepage is fixed, you can't change it. So you cannot touch product. With that product, you have to tell Indians, 200, 500 million Indians, please come on the platform. Or please come to Airbnb, etc. So it becomes a comms role versus a full-fledged marketing role. So when you are making your choice, there is no good or bad, right or wrong. It's just that the roles are different.
I think that was a very, very valuable insight. The first time when I heard it, it was a revelation for me because I don't belong to this field as such. And probably a lot of these people who are sitting here, they might know this, but this was something new for me. I also want to understand then, in a tech company like this, is it so that the marketing person is not as important as it is for, say, for example, taking this particular product from the factory to the doorstep of an FMCG company?
Yeah, I would not say not important. The marketing function becomes more of a support role to the business, right? So the way in a FMCG company, let's say the PR role becomes a support to the business. Here it becomes a support to the business.
And how difficult is to rise up the ladder in this kind of a company, or any company that's coming up, say for example a startup which has a tech heavy focus, right? Is it difficult for people in marketing to get through and get up the ladder? And is it एक बार के लिए चलो फिर भी मैंने कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ कर लिया कि द काइंड ऑफ रोल दैट आई विल बी डूइंग इज मोर ऑफ अ कॉम्स रोल, बट am I going to get paid well?
Yeah. Money is not an issue with tech companies. You get paid well. Now, see, at any point in anyone's career, you have to take a choice. All careers diverge into two. Either you become a generalist and a business leader, so where you go on to become a MD, CEO, etc., or you become a functional specialist. And that, whether you're in finance, you go to the CFO role, you're a chief procurement officer, you're a chief marketing officer, and so on. All companies, tech and consumer products, have that. So an Andy Jassy doesn't come from a marketing background, he comes from a tech and business background, sales background. He's become the CEO. Tomorrow, a great marketing person who has a business pedigree could become the CEO. But the previous 10 roles should be a business role, right? So you can start off anywhere, but you can choose to say, I will be a functional expert or I will be a business person.
Now this question is for somebody who's building a brand, right?
Yes.
What do they focus on first to, sort of identify themselves as unique?
If you are a startup entrepreneur, find a product in the market or find a niche where there isn't too much competition and make a product that's kick-ass and that delivers. So how did Mamaearth start? They started with that onion shampoo. There was no onion shampoo. There were a million shampoos, but no onion shampoo. And Indians believe in onion hair fall and so on, right? They started with that. So find a niche which is uncrowded, because there is no way you can go against a Coke, Pepsi, etc. You can't win. Find a niche that's unique and your product can sort of enter, and then start building in concentric circles around that. So you look at Whole Foods, Whole Truth. It's 16 crores only. Right? It's very, very small. I was running a business called Lipton Iced Tea for Pepsi. It was 16 crores. Very, very small. Not worth it for Pepsi. But as a standalone startup, you said, wow, 16 crores is good. Right? I would love to build a business of 16 crores. But a big company doesn't care for it. So that's why. Start with a business that can be 16 to 30 crores. So a friend of mine's creating Tea Fit. It's powdered tea flavors, great flavors. I bought it for my mom. My mom is 72. She loved it. And she's a person who will not change her tea brand. So create something in a niche, make it a spectacular product, and work from there. That will give you product market fit. That will give you profitable unit economics. I don't believe in being unprofitable and taking VC money and, burning it. But really, start small. Start in a place where there is no one right now.